Alright, bro. So I'm doing this video to say, don't accept their manifestation. Now, what I mean by that is, you have a lot of agendas that are being played out in the media and a lot of predictive programming that they're trying to make you accept. So when we say things, I have to work on this as well, because manifesting things for their agenda and their purpose, like, the NWO agenda, you know, Agenda 21, transhumanism, a lot of them. Just a lot of them. The Georgia Guidestones, and a lot of other ones as well for the future. So idiocracy is, being promoted in this society right now, in this generation. So what you do is that you don't conform to their ideas. You don't put it in your mind to say that, oh man, it's all over with. I have a problem with this as well. I've said a couple of things, you know what I'm saying, that align themselves with accepting this manifestation. Because just like when y'all believe in y'all Bible and y'all say that these things are prophecy and they're, it's God's will and it's supposed to be like this. No, the fuck it is not. No, the fuck it is not. And it can only happen with you guys accepting it. Them trying to take away our paintball guns, code word, through alarm actors and stage performances on the television. You know what I'm saying? People have IDBM pages up, or IBBM, one of those. I got it mixed up right now. They're full-blown performers. And, the media isn't going to allow you guys to, accept what it really is. People have earpieces in. People are pausing. I'm going through the videos now of this, this event that had happened recently. And I'm seeing a lot of individuals laugh. I'm seeing a lot of reporters laugh. People being interviewed laugh and try to cover. It's usual, bro, because guess what? They can't believe that y'all are so gullible and blind. Your cognitive dissonance is so high that you can't see that this is just an acting, a performance, I swear, like, do you guys see what I gotta name my videos to avoid being even closely aligned? I try not to use the word of the county in which it was in. I try not to use certain words. Because what you guys don't realize, bro, I did a video in which I mentioned Grapevine. Like, I was talking about music, right? I was talking about Roger Troutman, and I was mentioning Bruno Mars and how he steals from Ted Riley and, Roger Troutman. And I mentioned Roger Troutman's song, Heard It Through the Grapevine. I didn't label the video, nothing of any of that. But as soon as I uploaded the video and I clicked on it, what I see in the recommendation box is a video called Grapevine. And a couple more as well in the suggestion box. So what that tells me is that they have a voice recognition system. And they, align themselves with what you're saying in the video. That's real shit. That's real shit, bro. So that's why a lot of videos are automatically flagged. A lot of people are on watch lists. You know what I'm saying? When you upload videos like this, of course. Because they're always in fear as well. You see this plan isn't going out the way they want it to. This plan of doing these things started with a certain performance in the 1990s at a California high school. And they tried to put the blame on rock music and a lot of other things. So just be aware, bro, but don't accept Don't accept the execution. I know I've done it as well. I've done it, but you see it, bro. Like, I have had individuals, family members, bro, that said that tried to defend it. Like, the only people that would accept this is people that sit in front of the television and watch these things, watch the news report these things back to back to back to back to back, and and constantly show you clips of mothers claiming to the president that they need to do something about this, while at the same time talking about banning paintball guns. You know? And it's like, seriously? Ban them? You need metal detectors in schools. Okay. And then to have individuals in your family try to defend that, it's like, okay, so if they take all of our oh god damn all of our paintball guns away, then the you know, what can I say? The shadow people will have all of the weapons. And it'll be just like North Korea. Silence. That was my response to the family member. Silence. Silent as hell. Y'all talk bad about North Korea all the time. But yet y'all want paintball guns banned. But yet the only people having them will be the shadow people. You feel me? So then you'll be looking real. Oh my God. Oh man. Yeah, you falling for what you know what I'm saying? What they're putting in front of you. What they're displaying on the moving picture screen. You know, these performers putting on this act. All that, man, cringy. When you really like going down the line of these performances over the years, I've told y'all before. The first time I've noticed it was 2011 or 2012 with the Sandy right hook. You feel me? And that one with the father talking about going before he went up to the podium to speak to the press, started laughing, and then put on his act because the cameras, it was live. You know, you can look this up for yourself. And over the years, and I remember at that time too, going on to, you know, the Bluebird Twitter, and looking at the comments, and people were defending it as well, saying that people react to things differently. Well, goofy. Like, this is the same argument we have over the years with the same people with cognitive dissonance. Every time, bro. The video I've done that had my college kid channel flagged, I put the link in my description. I put the link in the comment section of one of my most recent videos, the one before this one. That video, you know, when I posted it, it got flagged down, but the individual that reposted it, it's not flagged down because it didn't get nearly as many views as my video did. My video was approaching 30,000 views in a day. It was going to be like major. So that's the video that, you know, started off the flagging. And as I said before, these things are just performances to push this agenda to take away your paintball guns, you know? And just think about it. If they were to ban paintball guns, what would this... Do you know how many people's lives were saved in 7-Elevens being stuck up? Bulletproof glass and stuff. Someone comes in with a paintball gun aimed at them, the clerk. And then the clerk has a paintball gun himself and saves his own life. Now, if he didn't have a paintball gun, what would be the... Like, come on now, bro. Only the criminals would have the paintball guns and the shadow people. So what are you supposed to do? Think about that. People don't want to. People just want to live in the now. That's why these performances are made. You have individuals on here. I've watched several interviews of individuals saying things like they pulled the alarm and used the word DRILL while being interviewed. And then after, there was a, Helicopter in the sky. A minute later. Really? Really? Okay, bro. And this individual looks 30 years old, claiming to be a high school student. But this is what they're putting out there for you to see. You have ex-FBI agents crying in front of you, fake crying, almost laughing in front of you. Oh yeah, and by the way, this is Views from the Shadow Realm Part 3. I was going to name it something else to try to disguise it, but, I think this is safe, hopefully. Try not to mention things and words that will make you, what will draw you a lot of attention, I understand the voice recognition system they have, so you gotta be careful. So yeah, don't let them manifest these. See, here's something else I was gonna mention as well, bro. There's a lot of interlocking agendas. All of these agendas that they're putting out there for you guys. A lot of them interlock, but a lot of them don't. But we're just gonna talk about the ones that do. Like transhumanism. You see what their agenda is. Eventually it will be artificial intelligence or transferring your consciousness to a human sleeve. Now that's something for the future as well. Or you have, just being plugged into the system like Neo from the Matrix, putting a plug in the back of your head. You have to destroy the system within. That's what they're telling you. So, but you also have to be plugged up to it. But having the knowledge of the system and how it goes as well. So, that's one part of just transhumanism right there, artificial intelligence, transferring of human consciousness into like some immortal android being to be controlled under. What if I can't say the planet with the ring, under its influence. The wave on the hexagon, those are waves and frequencies. Somebody had told me they had seen cymatics in their on their pineal gland in their dream. Well, that's exactly what it is, bro. It's a connection. But they think the eye is on the south pole of Saturn. That's what it's represented as. Also waves as well. These are frequencies, bro. Do some deeper research. Maybe you're not ready for it. A lot of us aren't. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us aren't. I'm pacing myself as well. But these are things that you can just put together. If you really just have the level of discernment to see these things, then you'll know. It'll just come to you, actually. I'm not trying to be on some know-it-all stuff, but every time I do research on this stuff, it's just like, I was right. And the fact that you put in, performance, you know what I'm saying? When you put it into the search engine and all that pops up is, videos from quote unquote established media representation channels and stuff like that. And none of the videos in which should pop up don't pop up. That tells you a lot right there. Censorship is very high. So, just keep your eyes open, bro. Keep your mind and watch what you put into your mind. This whole world is about manifestation in a physical reality. I've manifested a lot of good things, and I'm going to continue to. My life plays out weird, Even the bad that has happened to me, I feel as if I've manifested it. So knowing that right there, bro, I know that a lot of things can be achieved. And just as many times as they tell you that you're gods in cocoons in movies, as many times that they tell you, I've got videos I can upload, bro. Maybe I'll just do it today. I don't know. But I would rather for you guys to do research on the human body. We got Physic L. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Spiritual. I don't know, bro. But I would rather for you guys to do research on, you have to pace yourself. If a lot of y'all are young, you have to pace yourself with the information that you're learning. If you still have a stronghold on your religion and your religious beliefs, then it will take you time to understand these things. And I don't think you need to rush yourself into trying to learn those things. So, just pace yourself for the information that you do receive. If you're scared of, hell and all of that, then just do research on the words. What they mean, Sheol and all of those just mean a silent pit, you know. Geneva and all of those places. Do research on them. See where they actually come from. Because you'll be shocked to find out that you've been sold a dream, you know. I told you guys about the person that you worship, you know. So, what is there to tell you? Your physical body is a cocoon, basically a cage for your spiritual side. Why do you think all of this mind manipulation is going on in this world? Is there a lot of physical violence? Or is the government hitting you with batons on the street like when you step outside, like on some Fallout? I don't even know, bro. Like a video game. I'm trying to think of a perfect video game, but as an example, but like Grand Theft Auto, when you turn on all the cops, like, or just the video game, the old Grand Theft Auto, like Grand Theft Auto 3 or Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, where you put on the code and everyone's just walking up to you, hitting you, like you got the whole world against you. Is the world like that? Mentally, yes. Mentally, yes. I've told you guys about letting your desires destroy you out here. You know what I'm saying? To the point to where it affects you in an envious way or a jealous way. It's a bad thing. But if you just embrace the positive aspects of your manifestation and just always keep it on your mind and just imagining it to extreme details, then it's possible, bro. It's definitely possible. You have to start somewhere, though. You have to realize that you will go through things along the way. You will have tests along the way to see if your manifestation will be approved. You know, doubt comes into your mind. It's real. I'm not on here. I wish I could go into deeper detail, but I don't want y'all knowing me like that. You feel me? I don't want y'all knowing me like that. And I say that because you can't let a person know everything about you. Did Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, they didn't let you know everything about them. Tupac messed up. Tupac messed up bad. I'm going to tell you why. He let them know everything about him. All of his plans. Everything. It's too many recordings, bro. Too many recordings. Like, it's bad. That was too bad for him, you know. He knew it, though, you know. His whole life was an example of manifesting his destiny. Basically, if you really listen to his music and his interviews even more. People claim to be fans of Pac, but they don't listen to his interviews for real. Nothing to do with hip hop interview. He talks about the yin and the yang. Even in his Vibe interview, 1995. Before he even did Brenda's Got a Baby at 19, 18 years old. He had a whole tape talking about astrology. You feel me? And a lot of conscious aspects is 17 years old. His first tape. It's super underrated to the point to where a lot of people don't even know it exists. You know? So, he let everybody know everything about him. And even his plans. And that's what made him. Like, you know, it happened too quick for him. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't get a 10-year run of speaking like that. Malcolm X didn't even get 10 years, I don't believe. But Martin Luther King had got a 10-year run because he went to communist school and he was promoted by the Pope Gang. P-O-P-E, Pope Gang. You know what I'm saying? It's a code word. So he went to their college. So that's why. And he also joined the fraternity as well. So, you know, he had those connections to last until he finally realized. I don't even think realized, bro. I think he just broke the mold because Malcolm X had died half a decade after he died. You know what I'm saying? So what Malcolm X was promoting was already out there for him to take heed to, and what was supposed to happen with him. So yeah, I don't think it was he woke up. I think he just got tired of it. Got tired of being a puppet. And that's why it happened so quick with him. You know? Look at his last speeches before he passed. Do people not do research? I look at this world differently than others, man. I really do. A majority of the population, you know, this is what makes you stand out. And a lot of interlocking agendas, like, you know, the destruction of, or just the constant antagonizing of the melanated being. You know, they always have to go at your conscience. They always have to entrap your spirit. Large incarceration rates among the masses of melanated people. You know, preying upon your emotional side, that vibrational side of yourself. You know, that what you align yourselves with. Very passionate people. So they play off of that. You know, this whole society, really this whole world is based upon magic. If you guys can't see it. Like, I strongly advise you guys to do research on this. You know the numbers. You know numbers have important meaning. You know colors have important meaning. Like orange equals 33. You know what I'm saying? In numerology. We have a lot of things that they just put out there for you guys that you don't catch if you're not in the know. If you haven't done research on them. You study them like they study us. That's how I see it. You've had jewelry who sit back and watch BET and study it just to see what we like. You know this, right? This isn't something I'm just saying. This is something that has been spoken upon before by individuals in the industry. The jewelry would sit back and watch BET. I'm talking way back then, like 1990s, 1980s, to see what we like, to see, just study everything down to the T, so they would be able to execute, try to, you know, do a 180 on the whole culture, which they did. I tell you guys this all the time. Where are the groups? All we have is a couple of groups, bro. We don't even have female R&B groups. We don't have male R&B groups. We don't have that anymore. Melanated ones that speak like R&B music, that sing R&B music. You don't have that in the mainstream. You don't even have it in the underground, honestly. And underground, by underground, I mean people averaging from like 100,000 to 500,000 views per video on YouTube, or, you know, mainly YouTube, I would say. That's what I consider underground on that level, because anything under there is real underground. So I hope y'all get what I'm saying, because if y'all come in the comment section saying, well, what about, or some dumb shit like that, I'm just gonna say this, man. You have mainstream artists and you have real mainstream artists. Like, you would have a mainstream artist like a Vic Mensa or somebody like that. They can still branch out and do their own music, but they're still mainstream. They can still have creative control to say something dumb and get booted out of the industry. But you have artists like a Cole, a Kendrick, a Drake. Those are real mainstream. You feel me? You get what I'm saying now? They would have the extra perks. They would have #1 trending. You know, that's the real mainstream. So that's what I mean. Don't come in here with that dumb shit. So, regardless of that, you don't have that R&B. You don't have that shit, bro. I go on to listen to the radio sometimes and I hear that Cardi B song being played over and over again. I'm like, bro, they really trying to make this chick hip-hop. They really trying to make her seem like she's just this vibrant, real essence of hip-hop. We still don't have an album from her. We still don't have a Funk Flex freestyle. You from New York City. We don't have one for Tekashi either, but you know he makes different kind of music. And his videos are mainly in the streets, along with those cornballs out in NY. Y'all real corny, bro. Like y'all stand there with dude like he the Joker or some shit. Like for real, like he's the Joker of NY. Like just this villain with colorful hair and makeup and like rainbow colored hair. Really? Y'all see you came to Los Angeles, they canceled every show. California, bro, they don't play that. They do not play that, bro. Like my city don't go for that, bro. Especially if you call yourself banging. That's the whole point. You call yourself a banger. You got NY dudes around you. A registered sex offender, bro. You have rainbow colored hair and you claiming to be a blood. And you saying you don't have to check in. But the whole gang that you're representing comes from that city that you're talking about you not don't have to check in from. Total disrespect. They're tired of it. The young thugs come to a whole new level. And the Mexicans are mad because you saying the N-word. You saying nigga and you Mexican. You a pale Mexican, basically. Because as y'all know, in Costa Chica, Mexico, they have, you know, the indigenous people there. So, you know, the indigenous melanated people that are Mexican. Costa Chica, Mexico. And you also have, they, you know, in Belize in Central America, a lot of indigenous people, they called them the Maroons. But in actuality, those are the people that were already there. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Off of that subject, it's just disrespect. They had to ban him. So, that's what I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. They're not going for that. NYC, y'all look corny standing behind a convicted sex offender, bro. Like, for real, for real. With rainbow colored hair, rainbow colored grills. And for all of the youngins defending him, it just proves of this internet age of people that just don't understand what's going on in the real world. You know? All that stuff can fly on the internet. All that stuff can fly. But in the real world, that shit don't fly, bro. Sorry. You know, so off of that subject, I wanted to say that even the R&B singers now, they aren't even like promoted like they used to be, bro. Like, look at Jeremiah, look at Jacquees, look at Tory Lanez. It's a lot of them, bro. Look at Chris Brown. Chris Brown dropped, what, 40-some songs? Dude I feel as if they're too intertwined with hip-hop now, you feel me? Too intertwined. Like, it's okay to do a song here and there, but a majority of their songs and their albums be like, hell, look at Tory Lanez, he rap and, oh man, I could go down the line. Tory Lanez, Chris Brown, Trey Songz, they all try to rap and sing. Bryson Tiller, you feel me? Hey, it's gone. It's gone. It's gone. Maybe the soul is gone from the music. The frequency of soul. You feel me? It's gone from the music. So now you have just people trying too hard, remaking songs from the 90s. Yeah. It's all there, man. But you know, with hip hop as well, you mentioned it as well, that the soul is gone. You've seen Eric B and Rakim, their account talk about hip hop being dead, and just the whole essence of it is gone, or it's dying now. They didn't say hip hop was dead or it's dying, bro. It's been dead, bro. They waiting too long to say something, man. Y'all about 12 years too late. Nas told y'all. They seen the essence of hip hop dying because New York City was coming out with all that chicken noodle soup and High Hater and A-Rap money and jumping out the window with this one. And I can only give credit from NYC at that time to like 2 or 3 individuals, bro. Joel Santana, I'm talking about consistently. Joel Santana, Busta Rhymes, and Papoose. They were going hard for NYC. You feel me? They were trying their best to bring it back, especially Busta Rhymes. That's what makes me respect Busta Rhymes now. Because I look back at them times, like he had that song New York City, he had Touch It, Bring It, where he brought DMX back. He brought Mary J. Blige. You know what I'm saying? He brought the legends out that we ain't seen from a while and let everybody rap. He was trying to bring it back. And then he also had that In the Ghetto, where he was rapping as well. So I know, bro. I know I can give credit. Feel me? I can give credit. So yeah, man. Niggas trying to come out and say, like Eric B and Rakim, like y'all didn't say nothing, bro. That was silent. A lot of the pioneers were silent. Nas came out, said hip hop was dead 2006. You know what I'm saying? Jay-Z, also Jay-Z. I gotta give Jay-Z his credit, man. For the people that tried to bring NYC back, Jay-Z, Death of Auto-Tune, his American Gangster album, Show Me What You Got. A lot of them songs, bro. A lot of them songs. That's a classic. That's my favorite Jay-Z album, bro. American Gangster. I know y'all probably, I've said this before, but I know a lot of y'all gonna come in here. The Blueprint. No, The Blueprint. No, Reasonable Doubt. Hey, man, look. I'm talking about I was 12 years old when that shit came out, bro. 13, 12 years old. And that resonated with me. The beats, the beat selection. It was like a lot of jazz samples and stuff. That shit resonates with me. It's still a classic to me right now. Feel me? I got a lot of stuff I like on Reasonable Doubt and Blueprint and all that, Feeling It, and you know what I'm saying? So a lot of songs I like from there. It's raining outside, that's all that noise in the background. But yeah, man. So, Jay-Z did his thing, tried to bring NYC back. Just didn't work, bro. Too much. And he conformed. He conformed from Death of Auto-Tune to having Kanye all on his records and using Auto-Tune. Not Jay-Z himself, but, collaborating with individuals who use Auto-Tune. Look at now, Future and shit. What's the name of that song? I Got the Keys. Ain't Jay-Z on there? Future using Auto-Tune. It is what it is, bro. So, you got a lot of vultures in the industry now, too. You got a lot of vultures in hip-hop. To where, by vultures, I mean culture vultures, but you got black ones as well. And people didn't say nothing to Russell Simmons. People didn't say nothing to a lot of these people. People didn't say nothing to P. Diddy. 50 said something every now and then. Did 50 go hard? 50 was making pop music like 2007, 2008. Nah, he still, I get money I got. I didn't like that song, though. But yeah, I went back and I looked at 50 Cent's Piggy Bank video, bro. I was dying laughing, bro. I ain't never seen that video. I ain't never seen the Piggy Bank video until like just a couple months ago, bro. This nigga had Fat Joe in the ring as Butterbean, my nigga. Who remember Butterbean the boxer, bro? He had Butterbean as the ring, and Fat Joe and 50 Cent in the ring and knocks him out, bro. I was dead. Then the next one was Jadakiss as a Ninja Turtle, bro. He dissing him in the song and the lyrics, yeah, I know that. But then I looked at the video like, this nigga got Jadakiss as a Ninja Turtle, bro. And Jadakiss do look like the original Ninja Turtle from like the movie. He look like Then he got Nas chasing with a Captain Save-A whole cape on, like dude, then that video funny as hell, man. But yeah, regardless of that, I'm gonna like, comment, dislike. Peace.